Hey, what is going on, guys? So today my car decided to act up. Wanted to be mean and decided to technically make a mess, lower my driveway, because one of the power steering boots is actually ripped. So we're gonna go ahead and get that replaced. And let's see if we can get a quick look. So that boot right there is actually ripped on the top, and that is your rack and pinion right over here. So you have your rack and pinion and your rack and pinion boot, and this one's actually ripped, so everything's leaking like really bad. Now if I have no fluid, I could seize my power steering pump and also seize my rack and pinion. So to avoid those two big purchases from actually happening, I'm gonna go ahead and replace the boot and then go ahead and fill everything up with power or ATF, which is the correct power steering fluid for this type of BMW. Alright, so to replace that boot, we're going to go ahead and remove this piece, but we're also gonna count how many turns we do so we don't lose the alignment, and unbolt it from here. So to get that, we're gonna have to remove the wheel to get better access. So we're using the same one that we removed the lug nuts to remove the tie rod over here, okay? Now of course this tie rod is really bad, and so is this link right here, but right now we're not gonna replace that, okay? So right now I got some paint. The way I'm doing this is that I'm gonna go ahead and spray. An example, like right here, right? I'll take my little plastic tool here, and I'm gonna go ahead and start making my line. Like this. Pick it up, make my line. So now we have our line, right? Now yes, there's a little bit fat over here, but I'm gonna go with the outer side of this line, not like the bulky side. So we're gonna go from this side to line them up. Alright guys, so right here there's the boot, and that's the hole. There you go, my finger right on there. See? So now I already have moved the ones, I already have loosened this. So I already have gone once, right? Now as I continue to go, so that's one, and then here will be two, right? Because we're gonna go over the straightest line overall. So right here will be two. Three turns. 4. Right. 5. 6, right? Now you can go ahead and start removing this one and pull this baby out. Alright guys, so we actually have rented a tool to properly remove this, your tie rod. That way this part doesn't get damaged. Okay? Now please go ahead and go with another tool that just goes this way and slam it, and then it will just ruin that, but this one may be reusable. But since I'm temporarily going to continue to use this, even though this is shot out, and just replace the boot so it can stop leaking and making a mess, I'm going to go ahead and try to maintain this. Okay? So until then, we're going to go ahead and buy a new set of, we're going to buy everything brand new, from this to the other ones that need to be replaced. So right now we just need to replace that boot. So there you go. So now this baby has actually snapped, look at this. This is really freaking bad. This is horrible. But yeah, this would need to be replaced as soon as possible. So now that this has been removed, I'm gonna go ahead and lock this up with this one, and then I'm gonna go ahead and twist this side so that way I don't continue to spin freely. And we'll replace this at a later time. Alright guys, so after removing the boot, we know the thing is quite dirty. I'm gonna try to grease this up, clean it up a little bit, replace it with a brand new boot for now until we go ahead and order this part. Okay, so when I order this part, I'm actually gonna go ahead and get everything set up from that side, the whole kit, you know. Also replace the linkage on here, as this boot is quite bad. So we'll go ahead and get this, all of them replaced. This one's also bad too. So yeah, they're all filthy. So, and then we get to actually inspect your other mounts as well. Alright guys, so we went ahead and slid a new boot on there. This right here was a bit slippery, it was quite a pain in the butt. So definitely have some patience and take your time with that part. This is just extra. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off, and then the other one too. And then on the here, I went ahead and counted the threads. Okay, so there you go. Okay, and then here I use this tool. Remember how I put it the other way to push this down? Now I'm using it the opposite way to hold this so I can tie this knot on top, and that's the way we'll put that thing on. Otherwise, if you don't have this and you continue to tighten it up, you're just spinning the whole thing. So there's the shaft, we just continue to spin over and over and over. And once we have that tied up, of course you want to take a car for the alignment, because 9 out of 10 this alignment is not 110%. So to be safe, do your alignment. Now I'm not gonna do my alignment, as I'm gonna be replacing this for the 50,000th time. So I'm not gonna worry about it, alignment right now until I get my whole suspension on. Alright, quick thing I forgot to mention, when putting this, you know, of course this boot is really bad, but when putting this way, right, just be very careful not to puncture your actual thing. So make sure you push this thing down, take this baby up, slide it all the way in, and then let it do this thing. So just be very careful not to pop it. Alright guys, so I think there's another leak on top of the thing that we just replaced. Alright guys, so the good news is that the high pressure hose for the power steering line finally came in. Now you can't just replace the hose, you actually have to replace the whole thing. They all come as a one unit. My main leak was coming from here. I thought it was coming from the top, but no, it actually was shooting in that direction. So once we get this replaced, the power steering should be all good to go. It actually has a fresh new boot on the rack and pinion, so there should be no more leakage. Alright guys, so we have removed this hose. Okay, this hose right here gets connected to the reservoir, which is right there. This is one of the hoses that gets connected to the reservoir. When you remove it, it will have a clamp, so you could use a flathead or a 8mm to remove the clamp. When you remove it, go ahead and flush any liquid that's on here. In this case, I already have done it, so there's nothing on there. And make sure that if it does to drip over there, if you were to have some fluid, make sure that you have something to drop it onto, because otherwise it'll be super messy. Alright guys, so you guys are gonna need a 22mm and a 10mm. A 10mm will be used for here, this one, and the one over here at the end. Hold on, let me see. Right there. Okay, so two 10mm to remove this part from the rack and pinion, and then you're gonna need a 22mm. Well guys, if you want to take a look at this, this is so beat up. This hose is so ruined. So 22mm will be to remove the one over here, so which is like that one. Alright, so that'll be the 22mm for this one. Okay. So 22 and a 10, and then this will come right off. Alright guys, so this is the mess left over. Not just kidding. So this piece right here was pretty much ripped right there. So of course it was holding pressure. Now when putting everything back, this piece right here, I guess it was bent when they got shipped. So I had a really rough time trying to unbend this to actually fit, because when you try to unbend here, it's like comes all the pressure here, and then this part wouldn't go in. So it was a really hot mess trying to put everything back. So make sure that before you put it in, inspect it, make sure that everything looks okay. If not, try to unbend it as much as you can. I just did it by force. If I had the proper tool, I would probably just have torch over here and torch over here at this angle to actually bend it much simpler than actually doing it by muscle. Alright guys, so the job is finally done. The daily is actually back for work tomorrow. No more leaks, but I am still putting this on there just in case. So, looks good.
I wouldn't wanna have it any other way. I'm addicted and I just can't get enough. Knocking.